everybody, my name is Duku Games, and welcome to my reaction of The Disturbing Parts of YouTube, Volume 4. I needed a video, so here's the video, and I thought it would be a great video because it's Disturbing Parts of YouTube, and it's a very brand new video. I think it'd make an excellent thing to put up on the channel, so let's just get right into it.
He's going to nail his foot to a skateboard.
Holy shoot. Okay, hold on. Whoa. No hi? No hello? No nothing? Just straight into it? Okay, alright. Alright.
Don't do it, Matt.
Matt
I initially
Papas.
stumbled upon this channel on the subreddit Internet Mysteries. On the 22nd of September 2010, a YouTube video titled Cactus Slap Mod was uploaded by a user that went by the name Matt Papas 1. The video would showcase a man slapping himself with a cactus on his face. I'm not sure I can show it here, but it doesn't even look that bad, though you could clearly see the spikes sticking on his face. He also provided no further context on this. And first,
I mean, that would be an incredibly easy way to go viral back in 2010.
First, it may seem like another one of those challenges that are common on the platform. However, this wasn't the case. Another video with the title Left Behind Mod was uploaded on the same day and would showcase the same man, this time referred to as Matt, nailing his own foot to the skateboard. In the video, we can hear the person holding the camera asking Matt to stop. However, he wouldn't.
This is Matt Papas. He's going to nail his foot to a skateboard.
You filming?
Dude, what is wrong with this guy? What is he thinking? He's trying to become like a Lego man and connect his feet to the skateboard.
filming. Why is he doing this? We do not know. Oh, God. Don't do it, Matt.
The cameraman would then follow Matt, skating around the city with his foot still attached to the board. After skating for a while, the two men would forcefully remove the nail from the board, freeing Matt's foot.
Oh my god, it was right, it was all the way through. Oh yeah, there's blood. Oh yeah, you can see blood there.
Starting to bleed a little bit. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, ow.
Alright.
Is it all the way? It's not budging, dude.
Keep your foot there. I'm gonna yank it.
Dude, what the fuck?
The entire YouTube channel is filled with similar content, centered around this type
I like how he says that I'm not going to show it, and then we see right here in the thumbnail of it happening.
of self-torment. All of the videos were uploaded on the same day, and it seems that he performs all of these stunts without any anesthesia and while being completely
Wait, if it's all on the same day, he buzzed his hair halfway through and then shaved. Was he in like a manic spiral?
sober. In another video, he uses a hammer once again to nail his foot. I obviously cannot show everything here because of its graphic nature, but it's still somehow available on YouTube after nearly 14 years. There seems to be no sensible reason for his actions. Some argue that he was just trying to seek attention, while others believe that he could be into masochism. In the final video titled Relativity, he places his hand on a hot, burning pan. I honestly can't make sense of why he's doing this, but it seems it's mostly for the camera or a mental illness. The channel has since been inactive, and to this date, we have no explanation or context on what exactly was happening in these videos. By the way,
Wow, nice bleach icon.
just for a reminder, if you like the video,
Check out Exodia Mysteries. I did not. Eudosia Mysteries on YouTube for more of this type of content. I will leave a link down in the description. But I don't get it. Why would you do that? Like, I'm not a masochist. But I am definitely one for pushing my limits, right? You know, even if it's painful. But just doing clearly hurtful shit, like putting your hand on a burning pan or stapling your foot to a skateboard makes no sense.
Video so far. Make
I
sure
don't
to
get it.
subscribe to stay up to date.
Пару шагов, пару шагов, пару шагов. И. Ура.
Skyblock?
Ладно. Ой, дурак, дурак. Спарта.
Oh no.
Vladislav Roslyakov, also known as Big Slims, was a Russian Minecraft YouTuber, infamous for committing mass shootings at the Kurt Polytechnic
Shootings as in plural?
College in October 2018. And 4 years prior, when he was 14, Vladislav opened a YouTube channel named Big Slims, where he would upload gameplay videos of Minecraft. At the age
that
of 10,
sucks.
Vladislav's parents broke up when his father sustained a head injury, became disabled, and began abusing him and his mother after being intoxicated. And due to the stress, Vladislav's grades began plummeting, and in 2015, he joined Kurt Polytechnic College to pursue a career as an electrician. During his time there, he became interested in explosives and weapons, and began carrying a knife to class. On one occasion, he discharged pepper spray in a classroom without providing any further explanation for his actions. On September 8, 2018, Vladislav purchased a shotgun, and later on October 13, 2018, bought 150 rounds of ammunition from a gun shop.
How was he able to buy a gun at such a young age? I didn't know that Eastern Europe had that lax of gun laws. I really didn't. That's fucking tragic. Clearly this wasn't just like a thing of malice. There was something deeply psychologically wrong going on here. That's such a shame. It really is. Like, I wish that there was like infrastructure where he lived, where he could have gotten the help that he needed, and even his father got the help that he needed, so that, you know, he wouldn't have resorted to alcoholism or so on. But then again, it could have just been one of those situations where that man is just a foul, vile man.
On October 17, 2018, Vladislav entered the college and began shooting people. He took the lives of 20 and injured 70 others before taking his own life. He also targeted computer monitors, locked doors, and fire extinguishers by firing at them. Additionally, a large homemade nail explosive was detonated by him during the attack, and local police reported deactivating more explosives on the campus. The victims of this attack were mostly students studying there. A series of disturbing footage captured by the CCTV camera was made public. I can't show much more here, but there are nearly 12 minutes of footage on Reddit. Another individual named Daniel Polkin became obsessed with Vladislav later on, and in 2018 attempted to copy him by carrying out a similar attack using an axe and Molotov cocktails.
Now that is just disturbed, you know. It's again one of those things of where people just idolize these horrific figures of trying to emulate them for some sick validation, and the only form of validation you will ever get is from people like them, are those circles and those echo chambers. And honestly, I only ever wish the best for the people that are in those spots, because there are very depraved people out there. I mean, even some people that just think it's a joke, but like, that shit's not a joke. It isn't. Maybe if you're an edgy 14, 15-year-old it is, and have never met another person, but that shit's tragic.
Resulting in serious injuries to a girl. He was sentenced to 7 years in a juvenile jail.
Let's hope he got the help he needed. Anthony Powell.
All right, this is to all my fellow Christians. Look, yeah.
Not a great start. Not a great start. Opening up and going, this is a video from all my fellow Christians out there. Not the best start.
Yo, we gotta come together, man. You know, these atheists is on that dumb shit. I'm pretty sure that some of these atheists are gonna come on this video talking that bull, because you know they're coming after me.
Anthony Powell was an American YouTuber and commentator, known for his angry and outrageous rants about black women and atheists. He was active on the platform between 2007 and 2009 and had a pretty decent fan following considering the number of people on the site back then. Eventually, his videos started becoming more offensive, with him directly threatening to kill anyone who disagreed with him.
We have to stand up for what Jesus did. He died on the cross. He was tortured, beaten, spit on, made fun of, mocked, like we're getting mocked. We got to stand together, my Christian brothers and sisters. We have to. If we don't...
You know, except for the fact that Jesus Christ actively talked and preached about loving thy neighbor and so on, but not taking any shit as well. You know, but not from your neighbors or people mocking you. It was choosing your battles and knowing when to fight, such as bankers in the fucking temple or elites or so on that are impoverishing people and all sorts of other things. Not just killing people because you think that it is a right decision that, oh, I'm getting made fun of. At that point, you deserve to get made fun of for all the shit that you're spewing. But man, yeah, I'm not religious in any shape or form, but I do know my shit.
And we're all gonna just fall. It's as simple as that. These Muslims, these atheists, these other religions, any of these people, these homosexuals are our enemies. They're our enemies, and we have to stand against them and take them down.
He'd repeatedly make aggressive hate comments towards black women, advocating that they should be nothing but servants to their husbands. He was also a devout Christian and believed that atheists were a threat to society and therefore must be exterminated.
The atheists have been defeated. These mother have been caught.
This guy has clearly never read scripture in his entire life if he thinks that atheism is a is a threat to the world and to him, you know, despite the fact that monotheistic religions are the most prevailing thing and form of religion in the world, and specifically sects of Christianity along with Islam. And he's hating against Muslims despite the fact that they believe in the same person. They just don't think he's the prophet. Like, Muslims very, very much love and respect Jesus Christ. He is a very much revered figure in the Quran. A lot of people just seem to not understand that.
I'm gonna show you and tell you how pathetic and ignorant and stupid these atheists are. You know what, people? I can make 50. I'm probably gonna make about 1,000 more videos clout on you filthy, disgusting atheist.
As if his behavior wasn't alarming enough, his videos took an even darker turn as his mental health began to deteriorate. He became increasingly detached from reality, as he expressed having mental issues and mentioned owning a shotgun, claiming that he was scared and that it isn't going to be pretty. Viewers would express their concerns in the comment section and advise Anthony to take care of his mental health. Anthony's parents advised him to take the medicine. Meanwhile, he discovered another YouTuber named Asia McGovern. At the time, Asia was just 20 years old and would often post videos about her dance routines and comedy skits. Asia was an atheist and had completely different beliefs compared to Anthony. This would push Anthony to repeatedly stalk and harass her online. He would use multiple fake accounts to abuse her in the comment section of her YouTube channel, all in an effort to suppress her beliefs. Anthony would continue this behavior for a few weeks, prompting Asia to respond.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Okay, this don't go out to all the YouTube people. It goes out to just about YouTube haters. Yeah, so finally paid attention to you. For the people that just felt like they had to come on my page and hate and think that they were going to get like some comments back from me, well, you thought wrong, and I just feel like it's stupid to leave messages on people's pages.
Asia would go on to post a video on her channel addressing all the bullying. However, this would only make things worse. Coincidentally, Asia and Anthony both resided in the same area and attended the same college. On the 13th of April 2009, Anthony entered Henry Ford Community College and made his way towards Asia's classroom, shooting her with a shotgun and taking her alive on the spot. He would then turn the gun on himself and take his own life. By the time police reached the site, both Anthony and Asia had unfortunately passed away.
God damn. That is all because of religious beliefs. that is fucking stupid, dude. Like, yeah, what an extremist, right? Like, so many people take their religion to such an extreme degree that even people of that religion actively disavow and, like, talk out against, right? Like, you see it now in the US. All these people talking about Jesus and all sorts of other stuff and saying that this is their God-given right and all these other things that excuses them for acts of violence and bigotry and hatred, despite the fact that what they are preaching is antithetical to what they believe in. Like, some of these people, I'm like, they just need help. And then some of these people are just like, dude, there's really nothing you can really do except for, like, get them away from the rest of society. And that is, it sucks, but if it means protecting other people, especially in the case of what we just saw, you know?
I'm here to help share how the universe works. Every detail, every principle, every fact, every single type of mathematical equation and scientific relation. You could say the religion of it all. The universal and original religion. This episode, we will be talking about pedophilia. And we'll be sharing...
Wait a minute. Slow down there, Bodie. Whoa. All right, continue.
the truth about it.
Josiah Mizukami is a Malaysian host and YouTuber who made a series of bizarre posts on YouTube in 2022 discussing his unsettling
There's some
views
wired
on
and
life.
crazy
He
eyes.
delved into topics such as intercourse with minors as an adult, portraying it as something completely normal or even righteous. While many found his videos quite strange and extreme, some began to consider him a deity and started following him like a cult leader. Additionally, he claimed to have discovered a cure for cancer and COVID. Initially, he didn't receive as much attention until a Twitter user that went by the username BXBulletTV shed some light on his seemingly disgusting behavior.
Pedophilia in itself is completely righteous. It is harm-free.
Yes. You know, invading the privacy and, you know, abusing children that have no form or developmental progress to be able to properly understand what is going on and consent is harm-free. That's some sound fucking logic right there. That is... Yes, little toddler. What do you say that we go into the bedroom and no, you they're literally sitting there shaking their fucking rattle, not understanding a thing that you're saying, and you choose to abuse them and oh, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to like really form into words of just how fucked up that is. Like, obviously I don't need to explain to any logical people that are watching this of why that's wrong, but it is. Like, whenever you hear crazy stuff like this, you just have to have the urge to, because they say it so vehemently and believe themselves to be so correct, you kind of just have to explain why they're wrong, right? Like, even in the case of minors and teenagers, that is still wrong, regardless of where they are in their stages of development, because they haven't had the life experience to be able to consent or know what that entails. You know, that's, even if something like certain laws exist, that's only to protect people of close age ranges to them, not you, the 30-year-old that wants to take advantage of them.
is something that we all have naturally in our core architecture. Appreciation.
I'm just saying. Most people, whenever they see a child, do not have a sense of lust for them, hopefully. And if you do, seek help. Very much so. Because, yes, we do have a natural, like, shift towards children, but not in this way. It is a shift of, protection or paternal instincts or so on. Like, that's why a lot of people will sometimes, even if they don't like babies, they will want to protect them or make sure that they are okay. I mean, like, sure, we laugh at babies crying or, like, having fucking stupid accidents where they are harmlessly hurt or anything like that. But seeing an actual child be abused or hurt triggers something in all of us of disgust and so on, because it is only natural to want to protect and make sure that something that is carrying our legacies on is an extension of us to continue forward. I mean, obviously it's a little bit more nuanced than that, but
Love, a type of reaction, a chemical reaction. You could say something that is connected to flowing positive energy from one person to another. As one organism, of course, we are one. As individuals in this democracy, we are individual and we are related and we are...
Their democracy, how is it democratic to take away the freedom of a child who has innocence, but you strip that away from them?
Family. We are meant to love each other.
Inspired to get him behind bars, a guy named Alex Rosen set Josiah up to admit that he would gladly engage in explicit acts with a child as young as 5 years old. In a video
Was this the guy that exposed EDP?
call they both had, Josiah said, quote, "If the 5-year-old says yes, they're actually giving their democratic vote and that is their right. So as long as it is harm-free, it is perfect." After the
Despite the fact that I've already said it. I've already explained it. Okay, just keep going.
Rosen
Keep
would
going.
disguise himself on Instagram as a 5-year-old and 13-year-old on 2 separate accounts, catfishing Mizukami in order to bait
I am 5 years old. My favorite things are macaroni and cheese with ketchup and having sex with blah 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 blah, whoever the fuck this gross dude's fucking name is.
him. Unfortunately, Mizukami would take the bait and would plan to meet Rosen for intercourse. Due to this, Rosen would fly out to Hawaii, where Mizukami was residing, and would confront him with the evidence.
Right here, around the corner. Right here around the corner. Oh, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you, man. Hey, yeah, it's good to see you on video too. Good to see you too. Yeah, so I gotta talk to you about some stuff going on. What's up, man? Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm just kind of curious, dude. Like, I'm just here to talk to you about what's going on, stuff like that. All right? For sure, yeah. Yeah, so. Absolutely.
It is always so funny seeing these exposed videos, and it's just so natural. They're like, yeah, I just want to talk to you. I want to, like, there's being so polite, and like it's just back and forth, despite the, like, even to the point like where the other side is being like agreeable, obviously to evade, but it's always so funny because like you would think like some of these people would see them and just break out into a fucking fist fight. Or a screaming match or something.
Do you assume she's one of those? You assume she's one of those ages, 13 or 14?
That's what she said.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And how old is
her social media?
Yeah. And how long is your sister? Or how old is your sister?
She said she was 5.
5 years old? Okay. Cool. Got it. So, I mean, so Maddie was talking to you, or was her sister talking to you, or just Maddie, or do you think you guys were loving with each other, like you and Maddie and you, like, would you say y'all were like pretty loving with each other? Yeah, absolutely.
Josiah Mizukami was arrested in Hawaii on accounts of promoting explicit.
He is so embedded in his beliefs, dude. Oh my god.
Materials to minors, and electronic enticement of a child.
Yes, ma'am. Well, wonderful. Yeah. How you doing? What's happening today? Hi. So he's here to be.
Again, it's always funny whenever you see like cops or law enforcement, like they're always they're just like, what's going on today? And it's just like a guy. I mean, obviously that's a part of like their training. But like we so commonly see escalation, right? That it's so weird to see people that like shouldn't deserve that de-escalation, like in these situations of so on, right? I mean, obviously due process and everything like that, but like whenever you know that like there's a kitty diddler, I think that it's kind of okay to be like a little rough.
13-year-old girl and a 5-year-old girl that he wanted to. You said you wanted to get married to them? If he wanted to, yeah. Yeah, he wanted to get married to this 13 and 5-year-old girl. He basically said he wants to have with them, and admitted to wanting to have with them. If they're cool with it, of course. We're
This poor fucking like mom and other 5-year-old in the background. Oh my god.
But he's had real minors before in person. 40th state.
And why am I being arrested? I would actually not agree to this, obviously. You mean I'm being arrested for promoting good?
One Redditor claimed to have known Josiah for 8 years, stating that he suffers from a messiah complex. According to them, threatening him with violence would only worsen the situation, as he cannot process things logically and poses a danger to himself. And it honestly seems to be accurate, since during the interaction with Rosen and the police, there was not a single moment where he truly believed he did something wrong. You could genuinely tell that he was fully detached from reality. One of Josiah's family members
seriously
expressed concern about his condition, stating,
you'd probably like clock this dude in the face and you go like, why did you do that? I'm right.
that he has become mentally unstable and is spreading very inappropriate messages through his videos. It reads as follows: Josiah has completely lost his mind and has some type of superiority complex. He also has an active assault case against him for having intercourse with a girl, that's the word of her parents, because she has the mental capacity of a child. He also has a sister that was assaulted as a child, and he knew how it devastated her life. For him to post this is vile and deplorable. A lot of these posts are very dangerous, such as his so-called baby formula that's better than breast milk. Half of the ingredients will kill a baby or make it very sick. Please report this video. This is a very dangerous message he's sending out. While he remains in custody, he hasn't been sentenced yet. He could face up to 15 years in prison.
Good. Keep him there.
Hi everyone, this is a YouTube video that I made, community service.
Zahari Ahmed Shah was a skilled and experienced Malaysian pilot with over 18,000 hours of flight experience and a spotless record. He was respected among his peers for his professionalism and dedication to his job. On April 27, 2010, Zahari started his YouTube channel, where he uploaded seemingly ordinary videos, focusing on various tutorials aiming at helping people with their everyday tasks. One of the first videos on the channel was uploaded on January 11, 2013, titled How to Tune Aircon to Save Electricity, in which he shared his ideas and tips on reducing electricity bills. And Zahari went on to post 4 more videos, all of which were various tutorials.
That seems like a pretty harmless thing, you know. A little like, you know, penny pinching, you know, being very frugal, right? And a lot of it's just like handyman stuff from what the seam of it. What
aimed at helping people with their everyday tasks.
Okay, today I'm going to show you how to clean the service the air conditioning unit, the indoor unit. Okay, lift up the bottom pipe, then go to the top and...
While watching these videos, no one would expect Zahari to be involved in one of humanity's greatest mysteries. This is because Zahari Ahmed Shah was a captain of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, the same airline.
Whoa! 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 What a fucking plot twist! Okay, okay. I was like, what is this dude like going to do? Is he going to like fucking crack? Is he going to like explode? He's going to be like, today I'm going to show you how to make pipe bombs. First, you're going to want to take the uranium out of fire alarms, and you want to get some mercury, and you got yourself a mini nuke.
That disappeared on March 8, 2014, while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, with 239 people on board. To this day, there is no trace of the plane, and it remains unclear why the plane suddenly disappeared. Shortly after leaving Malaysian airspace,
I feel like there it has been something, right? There's got to be something that's gone on, right?
The plane vanished from the radar, and its transponder was manually turned off. The plane then mysteriously changed direction before completely disappearing over the Indian Ocean. While some believed it was an accident, many argued that Sahari planned all of this beforehand, deliberately turning off the transponder and suddenly doing a 180 with the plane towards Australia. Many assume that the plane crashed into the Indian Ocean. Close associates of Sahari claim that his mental health had been deteriorating for years. He also faced significant issues in his marriage, leading him to flirt with multiple women online. However, the strongest evidence against
dirty
Sahari
dog
was that he had practiced a similar flight route on his very own flight simulator that Malaysian Airlines 370 took on that day. This suggests that perhaps Sahari had planned all of it, and his goal was to end it all together with all passengers. But this is only one of many theories, and this case remains a mystery.
Wow, I did not expect that. Like, you know, you see all these videos, I guess it's one of those things, like, you never really know what's going on with the person just from what they're uploading. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so transparent on this channel. But yeah, wow, like, being like, oh, I'm just here, how to save money with air conditioning. I have planned Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have planned it. And then, it's crazy.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm just doing a short video. Number 9, Journey's End.
On the 8th of July 2020, a user went by Daryl Leaf would post a video on his channel documenting his life and journey as a cancer patient. Daryl was diagnosed with colorectal cancer on the 19th of September and has been battling with the disease ever since.
I would know that I have a stage 4 colon cancer. You know, I wasn't going to make these videos. I have watched a whole lot of them, of people sharing their journeys and so forth. And, you know, I got to say, there's quite a few of them that I've watched that the journey hasn't ended well, you know.
In the description of one of the videos, Daryl explains his condition and how unlikely it is for him to survive. It reads, "The tumor in my liver appears to be quite aggressive and has grown. I was surprised to see how much it had grown when I saw the scan. It may also be obstructing a bile duct too, so that may start to cause me some health problems. Which is quite funny because people see me and say, wow, you look great. You don't look sick. Well, up until now, there were no signs or symptoms, but they are not far away if this liver is not sorted. Cancer is a funny thing, and it can go downhill very quickly. Having said all that, there's now a very, very small chance I could be cured if the operations and chemo mop up work. But even if they do get the cancer out of me, it doesn't mean I'm in the clear. There will be more monitoring and scans for a set period, usually 5 years, before the all clear is given." In his videos, he'll often express,
Man, cancer is a fucking bitch. I mean, I've had people in my family that have cancer, and I'm sure like everyone kind of does, you know. It's always one of those things. It's so prevalent that it's always one of those friend of a friend things, right? You're like, oh, well, I have a friend that, you know someone that dealt with it or so on. It's always very small degrees of separation of knowing somebody that has had cancer. And it is, I'm thankful that technology in the medical field has expanded so much so quickly over the past few decades that there is a very highly likelihood that you can survive if you get to it quick enough. And there is all sorts of things like that, but it's still not cured yet. I mean, it should be by now, but it's not, and it sucks, and it ends up having videos like this come about, and the tragedies behind that and the journey of that, and seeing people try and keep up their spirits and it not going too well.
that he thinks that this disease will eventually take his life.
I do believe that this will kill me, alright? And I've been, stage 4. Very few people get that sorted.
Daryl will continue posting, sharing detailed updates about his treatment journey and his experiences along the way. He'd also go through a total pelvic exenteration, where they removed all the organs from his pelvis area. While everyone hoped that he'd eventually recover, this unfortunately would not be the case. On the 2nd of November 2022, Daryl would upload a video titled My Cancer Journey 9, Journey's End. Unfortunately, this would be the last time we would ever hear from Daryl again.
Journey's End, so you can guess what's coming from that. I just wanted to do this short video to let you know that maybe today, yesterday, day before, I actually passed away. So I'm no longer here, alright?
Daryl Leaf would pass away on the 2nd of November 2022. It was honestly really heartbreaking to see him slowly approaching his death, and I hope he rests in peace. The description of his last video reads as follows. Hello everyone. Unfortunately, this will be my last video. As you can see, I can barely string a sentence together. My lungs have suffered quite a bit. This video is really just letting everyone know that I have passed away. Despite everything, I feel quite lucky, as I've had the opportunity to plan for my passing, which most people do not get to do. Passing in this way, seeing it coming, which is how I have always wanted to go, has taught me not to take too many things too seriously and relax.
Man, that's crazy. Like, I'm glad that he was basically able to go out on his own terms, but I remember looking on the cancer subreddit, right, where a lot of people are sharing their journeys and having people in the same boat as them, right? And oftentimes it's quite haunting just to click on some of these profiles and they've gone completely inactive. There are threads of people talking about how they feel like stuff is going up, and then that was the last time they ever posted. It's haunting, really, of seeing these echoes of people, especially in, journals and so on, whenever they knew that their time was coming to an end.
Austin Haroof is a name that has become synonymous with a tragic and disturbing incident that took place in 2016.
What you doing?
His story isn't just one of a young man involved in a horrifying crime, but it is also a cautionary tale about mental illness and the complexities of the human psyche. On a small YouTube channel named A Frost,
was this the
he'd upload
bodybuilder?
mostly covers of bodybuilding videos.
I no longer want to follow Arnold or any other bodybuilder. I want to follow myself, I just know that they're not me,
It's mostly him talking about how he doesn't want to take steroids, which he also mentions in this video.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you about why I don't do steroids, and the reason.
Don't do steroids. Even if it gives you great gains, it will fuck up your tendons because your tendons aren't growing as fast as your fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. Meaning that you will have joint pain very quickly, and also if you are of a penis having variety, it will shrink, and so will your testicles. Don't do it. Also hair loss, and unless you're doing Accutane, you're going to get some bad fucking acne.
Reason is, I don't want to, I don't feel like it'd be beneficial for me to do steroids, it just wouldn't, because it damages my health. I feel like I have to depend on it every day. That's a life not worth living for me,
While his channel didn't really contain anything controversial, his activities outside of it are completely insane. The events surrounding Austin Haroof unfold like a horrific tale, filled with violence, mental deterioration, and ultimately, a legal battle that captured national attention. To understand the entirety of this case, we must delve into the details of that fateful night, the investigation that followed, and the ensuing trial that sought to understand not just the what, but the why behind the actions of Austin Haroof. On the evening of August 15, 2016, in the quiet town of Tequesta, Florida, Austin Haroof, then a 19-year-old college student, committed an act so gruesome it will leave the community and the nation in shock. Haruf, who had no prior criminal history and was known among his peers as a friendly, albeit somewhat introverted student, inexplicably attacked a couple, John Stevens and Michelle Mishkin, in their garage. The attack was brutal and unprovoked, leaving both victims deceased. The brutality didn't end with their deaths. Haruf proceeded to inflict post-mortem wounds on Stevens, including biting his face, which earned him the moniker the face-biting killer in media reports. What could lead a young man, with no apparent motive or history of violence, to commit such a barbaric act?
And he was on, like,
this question would become the
bath salts or
centerpiece of the
something.
investigation and trial that followed. Initial speculation centered around the possibility of substance abuse, specifically flakka or bath salts, substances known to cause erratic and violent behavior. However, toxicology reports later revealed that Haruf had no traces of known hallucinogenic substances in his system at the time of the attack. The focus then shifted to Haruf's mental state. In the days leading up to the attack, Haruf's behavior had become increasingly erratic. His social media posts and interactions with family and friends indicated a descent into mental turmoil. Haruf himself would later claim to have been fleeing a demon he called Daniel at the time of the attacks, further complicating the narrative with elements of psychosis. And this information became crucial in the legal battle that followed, as his defense team would argue that Haruf was experiencing a severe mental health crisis, which rendered him incapable of distinguishing right from wrong at the time of the crime. The trial, delayed multiple times partly due to the pandemic, was a focal point of media attention, stirring debates about the criminal justice system and how society deals with cases that fall in the gray area between deliberate malevolence and uncontrollable mental breakdown. Haruf pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity, a defense that hinges on the ability—
Which is one of the things I've been talking about throughout this entire video. Maybe he wouldn't have cracked if he had worked on those shoulders some more. Them some underdeveloped fucking delts you got there, man. Sorry. Man, that is...
to prove that the defendant wasn't aware of their actions or could not discern right from wrong due to their mental state. And throughout the trial, harrowing details of the attack were presented, along with testimonies from medical experts, family members, and Haruf himself. The defense argued that Haruf's mental state was the sole catalyst for his actions, highlighting the failure of societal structures to provide adequate support and intervention before the tragedy occurred. Conversely, the prosecution questioned the validity of his claims, emphasizing the brutality of the attacks and the need for justice for the victims and their families.
Well, that's the thing, is that whenever, even in psychosis attacks or, mental breakdowns, shit gets violent. It's not palatable. It is not something like quirky or like only done to themselves. It can lash out to other people. And that's where things like mental health infrastructure needs to be in place to prevent things like this. And one of the things that where he lives of, well, Florida being notorious for bad mental health infrastructure, it very well could have been preventable. It is a gray area. Yes, something should have been done for the people that he attacked, but at the same time, knowing now that it was not malice, there should have been something more there than just punishment. Not a slap on the wrist and let go or anything like that, but certainly not also just throw away the problem and trying to ignore it while you sweep the rest of it under the rug, right?
As the legal proceedings have drawn to a close, the community, the victims' families, and Haruf himself are left to grapple with the aftermath of a tragedy that has no simple explanation or resolution. At the end, he was admitted to a mental health facility and was found not guilty. If you haven't seen the previous episode,
he was put into a ward. That's good. Thank you guys for watching this. This was a very different video. Obviously, since it's more disturbing, I was a little more somber. I didn't make a lot of jokes, but I like talking about videos. That's why I make reaction videos. It's not because it's easy content, it is, but it's also because I like talking about what I'm watching. I like offering my own insight. I like actually being a part of it, not just being a little window up in the corner of another person while you're eating dinner, right? But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to think. This is quite the video, but it gives you guys a lot to watch. If you want to see more of these kinds of content, leave a comment down below and leave a like. And if you want to support me financially, I have a Cash App down below. I know some people can't support in that way, and some can. It's just an option. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.